3 for Labuschagne gives Glamorgan early advantage. Late on day 4 last week, when handshakes had been shared and results confirmed across the country, Glamorgan fought all the way to the line, close to victory, but eventually sharing the spoils with Derbyshire. While Harris and Van der Hoogten blocked out Lackmal's final over, Leicestershire were already en route home, beaten with relative ease at Lord's. Leicestershire's openers were put in by the hosts, but it was the Foxes who flourished in the first session of play. Past 50 without too much to concern them, Glamorgan still yet to find their first breakthrough. And the pair couldn't be separated, the Glamorgan bowlers doing all they could, but in the overs before lunch, the visitors were inching closer to 100, and Azad was just a boundary away from another half-century. He'd have to wait though. Lunch cooled with the score 82 for none. The first session belonged to the Foxes. They'd endured a morning session without success, but Glamorgan finally had their first wicket after the break. Labuschagne turned one past Evans. He was stumped by Cook for 29. Leicestershire hit back, Azad up to 50 off 106 balls with a single off the Aussie. And then beyond 100, Rishi Patel into his work quickly with a beautiful drive straight back past the outstretched boot of Nisa. He looked full of confidence. Labuschagne pumped over the leg side for 6. And then their luck looked to be in 2. A 50-run partnership sealed when Hogan's delivery brushed off Patel's pads all the way to the boundary. Azad took them to 150 with a single off Harris, but his innings was about to come to an end. The first run was simple enough, the second his downfall. Northeast with great work, Azad run out for 64. They made it to tea without further damage, up to the break at 168 for 2. Kimber didn't last too long after tea, late to set off for the single, the hesitation enough of a window for Nisa, who made no mistake with the throw. Mulder announced himself in the same way his partner had. Labuschagne and then Salter skewered 2 and over the ropes. Patel too found 6 off Salter, down the wicket to the spinner and up to 50 in the process, scored off 105 balls. After such a ballistic start, Mulder fell rather tamely, out LBW to Labuschagne, who then made it 2 in 2. Scott Steele bowled to the first ball he'd faced all season. Off went the Aussie high-stepping on a hat-trick. They were ready with the appeals when Swindles flicked the next delivery into the leg side for 2 to bring up the 200. No hat-trick for Labuschagne. It was his international colleague who broke the partnership. Swindles bowled by Nisa for 22. Patel took them past 250 with 2 off Nisa, but he'd fall soon after. Harris dropped one in short and wide, but Patel couldn't capitalise, dragging on to depart for 82. And Mike managed just 17 before he went in the next over, bowled when Whale found some prodigious swing. Wright stuck with Parkinson through to the close. Advantage Glamorgan after the first day at Sophia Gardens. They'd been made to wait for their chances, but snapped them up when opportunities arose. The visitors, 285 for 8 at the end of the first day of play. It's delicately poised though heading into the second, but the Foxes will have to rely on their tail to wag if they're to reach 300.